Howdy. All right. Having seen how devices communicate across the internet, let's talk about how that communication stays organized. Here, let's look at the OSI model to understand it. OSI stands for Open System Interconnection. It's basically a framework that breaks down the process of sending data into seven layers, from the application we use all the way down to physical hardware that carries signals. Each layer has its own job, and data passes through these layers step by step when it travels across a network. So let's go through it quickly from top to bottom. At the very top, we have the application layer. This is what users directly interact with. Example, your web browsers, email software, messaging apps, and so on. It's where communication begins and ends from a user's point of view. Next, we have the presentation layer. This one focuses on formatting, that is, making sure that the data is readable between systems. It handles things like text encoding, file formats, and encryption. Then we have the session layer, which is all about managing conversations. It sets up, maintains, and closes the connection between two systems, like, for example, starting and ending a video call. Now, we move into the lower transport focused layer. The transport layer ensures that the data is delivered accurately and in the correct order. It's responsible for things like flow control, acknowledgements, and retransmission if packets are lost. Protocols like TCP and UDP live here, and we'll talk more about them in the next video. The network layer deals with addressing and routing, deciding where data should go and how to get there. This is where IP addresses come into play. Below that, we have the data link layer, which handles how data is packaged into frames and sent over a physical medium. It also manages error detection for things like Ethernet or Wi-Fi connections. Finally, at the very bottom is the physical layer. This is the hardware, the cables, the connectors, the electric signals, even the radio waves that actually carry the bits across the network. So, when you send something, for example, a message or a web page request, it travels down through all these layers on your computer across a network and then back up the layers on the receiving end. Each layer only focuses on its specific job, which makes the whole system easier to build, test, and troubleshoot. In the next video, we'll zoom in one of the most important layers, that is the transport layer, and see how TCP and UDP handle the actual transfer of data.